Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are from all over the world. We thank you for joining this meeting. I'm very happy to see that other people are still joining. Good morning to Isabella from ITEP. Good to see you. We are very happy to see you. My introduction will not be very long. I just want to, Mr. Emmanuel, thank you for joining. Yes, good to see you. So, we will give the floor to Isabella. She's going to introduce herself. I know that some people have read her profile on the net. Many people knows me here. My name is Cyril Vito. I'm the Education USA advisor at the US Embassy Cotonou. And then we'll give the floor to Isabella. She's going to introduce herself, and then she will start the presentation. Once again, thank you to everyone for joining this meeting.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and present myself. Thank you, Mr. Vito. Again, this has been a long time coming. It's been a presentation in the making, and so I'm really glad to finally be here and to present to everyone about developing English skills for a successful transition into university and colleges. Just a little bit of background about myself. I am the Director of Business Development here at ITEP International. I am in charge of promoting the ITEP brand awareness, not only domestically, but also all over the world. I'm also in charge of connecting our tests to universities and colleges. Now, we have over 1,000 universities all over the world that are accepting ITEP currently, and that number is growing on a daily basis. So we have top universities here in the US, like NYU, Baylor University, a lot of schools here in California, UCLA Extension summer program uses ITEP International for testing their international students. That's just an example. We have all of our schools can be found on our website at itepexam.com. And there you can see all the universities that are accepting our exams. One of the great things about our exams now that they can be taken online anywhere in the world now. You don't need to go to a testing center anymore. It can be all done online. And this has happened recently since, of course, the Corona-19 disease that happened last year. We've converted all of our tests to be taken online. Another great aspect of our exam is that all of your score reports will be sent to the school of your choosing in 24 hours guaranteed. So you don't have to wait 7 days like before, like some other testing companies. It's 24 hours guaranteed. So that's another benefit. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so we can start with the presentation. Vito, any questions before we move forward?
Yeah, thank you very much. I just want to remind everyone that if they have any question that comes into their mind, they can raise their hand and or make a sign so that you can, if you can stop and answer the question, or finish your presentation and answer the question. So please, everybody watching us, feel free to ask any question you have. Don't keep your questions, ask your questions so that we can make this presentation vivid. So once again, thank you, Isabella.
Great. Yes, thank you so much.
And we have also Mr. Ahwanjinu Evans, who is the representative of ITEP West Africa. So, yes. Mr. Evans,
good morning, everyone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Vince. Yes, Vince is a partner distributor in the country of Benin, and so he is the official ITEP distributor in that region. So we're so glad to see you and have you as a partner. He's a great, wonderful person, and he's been doing a great job in promoting the ITEP name in Africa. So thank you so much, Evans.
You're welcome.
Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to share my screen. Let's see how this works. Okay. Let's see. Can everyone see my screen?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and open this. How does that look? You see that?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into a little bit about the history of ITEP so people can understand, who is this company and how can it improve my English ability? Because, our history is relatively new. We would consider ourselves a teenager in the world of test prep. And so we were founded in 2002, and we really began testing in 2008. And like I mentioned before, we have grown tremendously, especially this past year, all over the world. We have testing centers before. We had testing centers in China. We have them in Saudi Arabia, Vietnam. Africa is growing tremendously. So we're really excited to really have our students have access to our tests now anywhere in the world in the comfort of their own home. All you need is a Wi-Fi, working connection, and a webcam, and you're good to go. And we also have partner schools and companies as well that use ITEP. And we have academic and professional exams. So we have both. So if students are looking to test their skills in a professional manner, we have our business exams. Or if they want to test on the academic side, we have our academic exams, which I'll go into more in depth in this presentation. Let's continue. So now you may be asking yourself, okay, Isabella, there's lots of testing companies. What is the difference between ITEP and the rest? So like I mentioned before, on-demand at-home testing, which is extremely beneficial these days. You can take it anytime, anywhere. Another benefit of the ITEP exam is a 24-hour grading guaranteed. So we have 5 sections. We have grammar, speaking, listening, reading, and writing. And the writing and I believe the writing and the speaking portion are graded by actual ESL professionals. So there's no robots or anything that are grading that. We actually have ESL professionals that are grading the writing and the listening portion, the writing and the speaking portion, excuse me. And again, still guaranteed results in 24 hours. You also get a free practice test now, which is a big advantage. So if students go to our website at itepexam.com and purchase the Academic Plus exam, you can get a free practice test so you can test your skills before you take the exam. I mentioned we have trained and certified native English speaking graders. Also security. So security is very important for a lot of universities, especially if a student is taking an exam at home. They want to make sure the results are valid and accurate. So we've developed 2 different types of security protocols. First is PhotoSure. PhotoSure has been developed by ITEP. And what PhotoSure is that it takes a photo of the student every minute throughout the exam. It's very discreet. You don't hear a clicking sound or anything. And when the school receives your results, they receive your score. In addition, they receive photos of the student throughout the exam, or the test taker throughout the exam, just to help curb any type of cheating, because there's not supposed to be anybody in the room with you. So that photo shirt, many schools love that. It's a great technology that we have developed. In addition to that, number 2 is we have developed our lockdown browser mode. Lockdown browser mode means that when you are in test mode, when you're taking a test, it goes onto lockdown mode, so you are not able to open any additional tabs. So those two types of security protocols have really helped make our testing in the eyes of many universities and colleges valid, secure, and they trust the results. We also have in your report, you have sub-scores. So the sub-scores also help you to see where you need to improve on. So it'll say, for example, grammar or reading, it'll break every section down: pronouns, verbs, adjectives. Maybe you did really good in verbs, but the sentence structure you need help on. So it really breaks it down for you. And I'll show you in a minute when we continue on. And our pricing is very competitive. Other testing companies' prices are about $300 or so, but ITEP has a very competitive price of $129 US. And last but not least, our test is no longer than 90 minutes. So our Academic Plus is just 90 minutes long in comparison to some other exams, which are about 3 hours. So pricing, we have a 90-minute exam, 24-hour guaranteed test results, and also online, on-demand, at-home testing. So those are all the varied benefits of the ITEP exam. All right, let's continue. Here's a map, as you can kind of see here. Everywhere in the blue is where ITEP is readily available. As you can see here, US, Canada, Brazil, we can see places here in Ecuador, Peru. Now let's jump over to Africa. So Africa now is an emerging market for us, and it's growing tremendously. As you can see here, we're starting to have, we've touched down here in the areas of Benin, where events is at, and we're starting to grow here on the eastern part as well. As you can see here, as we start to go more east, China, India, we have here Malaysia, Thailand. So really, ITEP is a worldwide recognized brand. Okay, let's continue. So I'm going to speak about the academic testing, because this is where students take the exam to really grow their English skills, because a lot of students are going to be transitioning from high school or secondary school into a university or college environment, and they really want to increase their English abilities to get into the school of their dreams, right? So the academic test is used and accepted by universities and college admissions on one side, and on the other side, you have the intensive English program as well, which a lot of universities and schools have an intensive English program, and they use ITEP on that and that way as well. So there's two kinds of sides: admissions or intensive English program. All right, so we have two versions of the ITEP academic test. It's our core exam. That one is a shorter exam, only 60 minutes long, and we goes over grammar, listening, and reading. Okay, so that's the first one. Or we have the ITEP Plus, which is 90 minutes, like I mentioned, but it goes over, it's all encompassing. So it does grammar, listening, reading, and in addition to that, writing and speaking. That's a total of 90 minutes. Okay. So here is the ITEP example of the score report with sub-scores. Okay. So here, as you can see here, we have the official score report here. And overall here, you're going to see the overall assessment. You're going to see where your level is here, okay? And it also breaks it down to the CEFR level, which is very important. So for example, this student scored a 4.2, which means it's an upper intermediate, and it's a CEFR B2. So this is like right in the middle. The B2, I've noticed here when I'm speaking to a lot of universities, B2 is where a lot of universities accept entrance for admissions. If you're going into an intensive English program, it can be lower, B1, sometimes, A2, A1. It really depends on the school of your choice, right? And as you continue here, it breaks it down by assessment, what your score is here, what your level is, and also breaks it down if you're intermediate, upper intermediate, advanced. And as you can see here, these this graphs here, it really breaks it down for you. So this is what your individual skill profile is here. Let's go to the middle one here. Here's grammar. This is the grammar section. And as you can see here, let me see if I can zoom in. Let's see here. Well, it won't let me zoom in, but let's see here. So here is listening here. We have listening here at the bottom. It breaks down your scores for each section here. So this student scored really high in these sections here. And in these other sections here, this is where you can improve on. And see here, you can improve on your vocabulary, or you can improve on, let's see, I'm having a hard time seeing this, but these are kind of the areas that you can improve on and what you're doing well in. And here at the very end here, these includes your suffer level numeric equivalent. Okay, so this is what your scoring is according to the suffer range, which is very helpful. So if a school says, we don't accept anything below a 3.6 suffer level, well, perfect. When you see your ITEP score, you'll see if you're at a 3.6 or above, or if you're lower than that, and you can take the test in a month or so to increase your English ability, right? Okay, so let's move on from here. So this right here is this is like a testing mode. So when you enter the ITEP Academic Plus test, this is what you're going to see. So this is the registration portion. You're going to input your last name, your first name, and you're just going to fill out this whole thing. Also, we're going to take a picture of your ID, any type of license or ID, identification, student ID that you have. Go ahead and use that image. And then you're going to push next, okay? So once you push next here, you've already registered, and then you automatically start the exam. When you start the exam, the Academic Plus, it's always going to start with grammar. Okay, so grammar's here. This is part 1 here. So as you can see here, this is what it's going to look like. You're going to fill in the blank, right? The student blank his homework 2 hours ago. So you see it's all multiple choice, finishes, finished, has finished, is finished, right? So we're going to go click on finished. Here in the bottom left, you're going to see how many questions you have and what the time limit is. Okay, so you can pace yourself, right? Then you're going to push next. So this is what the grammar portion looks like, okay? So we're going to just, oops. This is very touchy. Let's see here. Okay, so next we're going to go to reading. The next section after grammar, after you finish the grammar, is reading. So reading is about 14 minutes long. Here you're going to see you have 10 questions to answer. So you have here a full paragraphs to read. Okay, you have about 14 minutes here. You're going to read the paragraphs here, and on the left, right-hand side, you have your multiple choice answers and push next. If something happens, if you're having issues, if there's a tech glitch for whatever reason, you have the help button here on the right side that can guide you on how to reset the exam if need be. If for any reason you need to reset the exam, each section automatically saves, so you would just automatically go to the section that froze. So there's no issues with that. Okay. Next, we have the listening portion. Okay, so the listening portion, you can see here, you're going to listen to a dialogue or a story or a discussion and take notes here as you're listening to the discussion or the story. Okay, here's your timing here. Here's how many questions you have. Okay, let's go to the next portion here. And then here on the listening part 2, here are the questions that you're going to get answered. And here's your bank of choices to choose from, okay? You can adjust the volume here. Of course, make sure to have a good headset and a good speaking portion to your headset, so that way you can effectively answer the questions, right? Let's go on to the next one. Next section is speaking. Again, it's a kind of a similar format. You're going to be given a question here. All right, when you have an important test at school, explain how you usually prepare for the test. You can take some notes here to formulate your response. And then when you're ready to go, you're going to push speak, and you have 43 seconds to to answer that question, okay? So again, here, if anything comes up, if there's a glitch, you can click help here to be guided on how to reset your exam, or how to be guided to, it gives you prompts on how to adjust if there's an issue that happens, right? So there is support for you all. Okay, we have writing. Last but not least, we have writing here. So writing is a 2 parts here. Here on the left-hand side, you'll see your minimum word count. You'll see your maximum word count here. Okay, you'll see here how many questions you have and timing as well. And here's a topic here. Okay, so for example, it says your friend has asked you to pick up his cousin at the train station, but you've never met his cousin. Write a note to the cousin with a suggestion about where to meet. Add a detailed description of yourself so the cousin will be able to find you easily, okay? So after you read that, go ahead and input your answer. You can copy something, you can cut out things, you can paste things, undo, you can adjust your answer, and then you'll submit it. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the breakdown of the ITEP exam. And now you want to know, okay, what universities accept ITEP? So here is a whole plethora of exams right now, of universities and colleges actually, that accept the ITEP, both either for admissions or for the intensive English program. So we have CSUN, California State University is actually very close to the office here in California. We have NYU, we have the University of the District of Columbia, Arizona State University. I mean, we have really, really, really good schools. And these are just an example of our top schools, and they're growing every day. Every day schools are reaching out to us. Hey, can we accept the ITEP exam? Sure, yeah, why not? Join us. And so this is just an example. Also, I'd like to mention UCLA, their summer extension. Right. So again, overall, here is a breakdown of the benefits of ITEP. It's comprehensive, it's practical, it's convenient, and it has fast test results. And it's an affordable pricing at $129. All this information and to purchase the exam can be purchased through events, can be purchased on our website at itepexam.com. There's many ways that you can have access to our exam in 24 hours, really quick.
Hello, good morning. Proud to be here. Thank you.
Hello, thank you. Okay, and that's it. We are finished with the portion of the presentation, and Vito and I are happy to now take any types of questions that you may have. I'm here to answer any of your questions. Thank you.
Hello.
Please, yeah, do you have any question?
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Mr. Mojibu, you have any question?
Yes. No, I want to ask how to submit to the site.
How to?
What was that again?
To
How
submit.
to submit?
Yeah. Can you come back again? Can you ask the question again?
I want to know the cost because I saw right now on the screen $129 US.
Okay, how to pay?
I don't understand. Can you answer? Yes, of course.
Exactly. You can pay online through, we have a PayPal option on our, we have a PayPal button on our website. That is one of the most, I believe, reliable ways that we accept payment. So once you just have the test in your cart, it'll show you the PayPal option that you have to pay for the exam at $129. Oh, I see it here. Okay, how to pay the fees. Okay, yep. So you can pay using that option there, using the PayPal option. And let's see, I'm looking. Any other questions here? Okay, that's all the questions I see in the chat. But yes, you have the PayPal option.
We have Mr. Asokle who want to ask a question. Mr. Asokle,
Sure.
you can go. Mr. Asokle? Okay, Isabella, I think
believe
you
you're
can,
mute, Mr. Asokle. I believe you're mute. You can unmute yourself. I can go ahead and accept your question.
Yeah, you can.
Hello.
There you go. Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you for your presentation. My first question is, do all U.S. university accept ITEP exam tests as far as scholarship or specific admission program are concerned?
Is there any admissions concerns? That was out your question, or can you clarify?
I mean, for example, actually there is a Fulbright program. What I want to know is it possible to use ITEP exam instead of TOEFL?
Depending on which school you want to go to. Okay, so not all universities at the moment accept ITEP, but if you go to our website at itepexam.com, you can see which universities accept our exam. You can just click on the, I believe it's under academic. Here, let me see if I can share my screen with you guys here. Can you see the screen right here?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to, for example, let's go to itepexam.com. There's no second part of the presentation. I just received that question. But let's see here. So here, as you can see here, this is the website. Can you all see the website right now? Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so under this screen, let's get rid of the chat. You're gonna go to admissions here. Go to University Admissions Academic Partner Schools. Okay, let's click on that. And here you can search for any university that you want to. And if they are accepting ITEP, they will come up here. If they don't, they will not come up. So you can check here to see if which school accepts ITEP, right?
Okay.
And I believe, let's see here. Also, too, events, do you have your landing page now connected to our website?
Okay, I understand you.
You understand? Okay.
Yeah,
And I
I
just had a
understand.
question for events. Events, is your do you have a landing page now connected to our website, events?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you have your company's website connected to the ITEP exam page?
Not yet.
Okay,
What we do is that as we change the name of the institution, it is now ITEP West Africa. We are working on another website.
there we go. Okay, so if we have any students that want to purchase the exam, they can also go to ITEP West Africa to purchase. Is that correct, events?
Yeah, that's true. As they were asking if they want to make the payment, what should they do? They have a possibility to pay at ITEP West Africa.
Perfect. Okay, there we go. Wonderful. I have another question from Abdul. Abdul, I'm going to ask you to unmute your mic. You can go ahead and ask. There we go. Hi. What is your question?
Yeah. The test, is it? Yes, I want to know if the test is home-based or you have a center where you have to take a test.
It is home-based now. You can take it online.
It's home-based.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just have to have.
So it means that you have
Wi-Fi
some. Okay. So if I want to prepare for the test, do you have some materials that I can use to prepare my ITEP test?
Yes, so yes, if you purchase the ITEP exam, you can take a practice test as well. We also have prep guides. All right, here you can purchase a prep guide. Let's see here. You can purchase prep guides on our exam here. You can go under prepare for the test. Okay. And
my last
you can have a practice
question
test here for free. Okay, here, right here.
Okay.
Click here.
My last question is, we know that IELTS test or TOEFL, 2 years, like after 2 years, you have to write another exam. So
Right.
is it the same with ITEP?
Yes, it's an industry standard. If for the testing for test, it's a 2-year limit. So after 2 years, you need to take the test again so that your results can be up to date and valid. Yes. Good question. Very good question.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see, Kadir, sir, let me see. I'm going to go ahead and ask you to unmute.
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Hello?
Yes.
I want to know that the payment must be online.
Right.
Of course. Okay. That's what I want to know.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I have a sir right here, Mr. Kadir.
Okay, yes. Okay,
Mhm.
thanks so much, Isabella, for your presentation. Thanks so much. So my question is about the exam itself. So I don't know, to those people who have a British accent, I don't know if that can cause any trouble during the exam. I don't know.
A British accent. Okay, wonderful question. So that's why we don't use robots, or we don't use any type of artificial intelligence. That's why we use actually ESL graders, and we actually do have ESL graders that are British actually, and that can understand the British accent. So they will grade your tests accordingly, not necessarily according to your accent, but according to how you're answering the question. So there's no issues with that. So don't worry about that. We welcome all accents.
Okay,
because
thanks so
you know,
much.
we have students from all over the world that have different accents, right? So it's important for us to have ESL graders for one of those reasons. So
Okay,
it's fine.
Thanks.
Thank you for your question.
I have a question.
Yes, sir. Yes. Okay. Yes, I see you here.
Okay. Thank you very much for your presentation.
You're welcome.
I didn't come on time, but I will ask my question. How many times are we allowed to take back the text?
How many times are you allowed to take the test? As many times as you want, as many times as a university will allow you to send the results. Each university is different. Some don't want you to take their test too often. They want you to wait 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. Some say take it right away. So you can take it as many times as you want yourself, but a university will set the rules on how many score reports they will receive in a given semester or a given year. So it's really according to the school. But on your own, you can take the exam as many times as you want. If you feel like you studied for 1 week and you want to take it again, so you feel confident your test results will be higher, go for it. If you feel you need a month, 2 months to prepare, and that's also good too, depending on your comfortability.
Okay, thank you very much.
Welcome. Thank you. Has any of you heard of ITEP before? I'm curious. Have any of you heard of ITEP before this presentation, or is it something that you haven't heard of yet?
Hello?
I'm seeing here that it hasn't, not too familiar yet. I'm seeing here in the chat.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Hello?
Yes.
Excuse me for coming again.
Okay.
After this conference, please, I want you to make the list of steps on the page so that we can read it and to know how to take part of the exam.
Sorry, you had a glitchy connection. Can you repeat your question?
Can you come again?
Oh, can I come again? Sure, I can come again. We can negotiate
can
with.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, go for it.
I was saying that after this video, you can put on the page how many steps and how many steps.
Oh, you want to see that? Okay, I see what you're saying. How many? Yes. Which schools again, right? You want to see the schools? Let's see here. Is this what you're asking for, this page?
Isabella?
Yes.
Okay, please, one quick question. Is it possible for ITEP to advocate with an institution in the US for having a student being accepted with the ITEP test?
In terms of, will they accept ITEP stepping in?
If it is not on their list, and then ITEP can advocate for a student to be admitted using the ITEP exam.
So we don't advocate for students. It's not an ethical thing that we do. But let's just say, for example, there's a school that you see on our website that doesn't accept ITEP yet. You can reach out to me, and I can reach out to that school to accept ITEP. That's what I can do. But I cannot go to a school and say, hey, can you accept the student's exam? I cannot do that. But I can reach out to a school that doesn't accept ITEP yet and have them consider accepting ITEP. Because
in fact, that is what I mean.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I can do that. I can reach out to universities that don't accept ITEP right now. Let's just say a student wants to go to a university. I can reach out to them.
And then you introduce ITEP to them. Maybe they don't know the ITEP yet. You introduce ITEP to them. Yeah.
Yes. That actually happens many times, for sure.
We have a question from Emmanuel. We have a question from Emmanuel. If Emmanuel can take the floor, unmute your microphone and ask your question.
Don't forget to unmute.
Okay. Thank you, Isabella, for your presentation.
Of course.
So my first question is, since we can't take the ITEP test from our home, so I want to know under which condition a test taker can be disqualified when taking the test.
Great question. So I'm just going to repeat it. So if a student or a test taker takes the exam, how can they be disqualified? Is that what you're saying, from taking the exam from the results?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, one of the fastest ways to get disqualified is cheating. So what I mean by cheating is having someone else in the room with you. Okay. That disqualifies you. Using an iPad or another internet connection to get the answers, that'll also disqualify you. So those are the big ones for sure. So if the computer detects any type of testing irregularity, is like we like to say that, then the test will be flagged. Our end, we will see the test has flagged for whatever reason, and then we will reach out to the school, and the school will be notified that this test was flagged for whatever reason, and the school will reach out to the student, the test taker. Depending on each school, some schools can be lenient. Let's just say it was an accident or an error for some reason. Okay, the school can say, okay, take the test in a week or take the test tomorrow. But if there was instances of cheating, it's up to the school on how they want to handle it. Maybe they won't accept the student's test anymore. So it's taken very seriously here, very, very seriously. So we do not recommend any type of testing irregularity, no cheating, because schools in the US take it very seriously, especially because all students are taking the test at home. They do not play with cheating at all. So please do not do that. Take the test the right way, and you study hard, and you will get into the school of your choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Isabella.
Thank you,
second
question. Yeah. Okay. Go for it.
Can I?
Yeah. We have many other people who are raising their hand, but you can quickly go for it.
Okay. Thank you. So while taking the test, if I faced a connection problem, a connection issue, and I'm not able to continue taking the test, is it possible to take again the test without paying again the fees?
Yes. Let's just say you were doing the speaking portion and there was a testing glitch and it froze. On our end, it will get flagged and we will just reset that section again. So you will go into the test website again, put in your password and your username, and it will be resetted to that section. So you don't lose the rest of you lose any remaining data that you inputted before.
Okay.
Okay, we have Miss Tonia Cheu, who has also a
Tanya.
question. And after that, we will give the floor to Jonathan.
Okay, Tanya, just
Tonia,
unmute yourself and then we'll go from there.
Emmanuel, you unmute your, try to unmute your,
sorry.
yeah, no, it's okay, it's okay. No,
Tanya?
mute it. Can you mute it? Then, Tonia, you can unmute your microphone.
Yes.
Okay, good. Go for your question, please.
I can. Hello?
Yes.
Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi, we can hear you. What is your question,
Thank you.
ma'am?
Thank you for your presentation. I have one question. If you have already your admission, you can take the ITEP testing.
Repeat that again.
Hello?
Yes. What was that question again?
Already admission, if already admission, you can take the ITEP testing.
Oh, so if you have already been admitted to the university, can you take the ITEP test again? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I think that is what she said.
Okay, sure. I mean, if you are admitted to a school and you want to take the exam again, that's totally fine. Yeah, you can send your test results up to 3 universities at a time when you take the test. If you want to submit to more universities, you will email us and we can submit your score report to additional universities, additional 2 more universities.
Okay. I hope you understand, Miss Tonia.
Okay, we have another gentleman, Mr. Lamidi. Can you unmute yourself, Mr. Lamidi?
I can unmute.
L'anglais.
Mr. Lamidi, can you hear me? Can you unmute yourself if you want to ask a question?
On fait vidéoconférence en direct.
He might not be able to hear me. Mr. Lamidi, can you hear me? I think he's gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about Mr. Mujibu? Mr. Mujibu, do you have any question? Okay.
I think he's stepped out of the room.
Okay. Any other question?
And again, everyone, if you have some questions, a lot of them can be found also, when I leave, a lot of them can be found on the ITEP exam website. Just look around there, play with the website. There's a lot of frequently asked questions on that website as well, in case you forgot to ask something today. And again, don't forget, we have our partner events that is also part of the ITEP West Africa, and he is also a ITEP legitimate partner school with us, partner distributor. So he is also the go-to guy, boots on the ground in Africa. So again, he is our legitimate partner.
Isabella?
Yes.
I have a question in my inbox here to ask you what are the tips to develop someone's skill in English?
I would say practice. I would definitely say lots of practice. Take our practice exam. Take it once. We have a second practice exam. Take it twice. Really, listen to videos on YouTube on how to improve your English. Listen to videos on online platforms on how to improve your English ability. If you're around it often, if you are speaking English often, if you are listening to videos online often in English, we have some practice videos as well that you can listen to improve your English. It's all about practice. It's all about immersing yourself in the language. We also have practice guides. Study those, take the practice test. You're going to see improvements tremendously from where you started and where you're ending, depending on how much effort you put into it, right? So if you put in effort, if you study hard, use all the resources that you have online. Nowadays, people have access to so many things on the internet. So if you are able to access the internet, go onto YouTube or, you know, take our practice test, your English is really going to improve. And you'll be able to go to a school of your dreams. So effort and practice, I would say, is what is going to help your English improve and get a better score.
Okay, are those videos on the ITEP website, are they free?
Yeah, we have them on our website or also on YouTube. If you just go to ITEP exam, type in ITEP exam, and then you'll see all of our YouTube videos that we have. And we are always making some new ones, new videos every month.
We have participants who raise their hands. Let us give the floor to Abdul Matinu. Abdul Matinu?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Hi, I'm back again. My question is for Mr. Ito.
Okay.
I would like to know.
Oh, wow.
If you can provide us the list of institutions in US who accept students like me. For example, there are some students who are doing the masters or undergraduates in English country. For example, hello? Hello?
Yeah, is it Mr. Abdul? No.
Maybe it's better if he asks his question on the
Abdul.
chat.
Yeah, it's Mr. Abdul. Yeah.
You're having internet connection? Can you ask the question on the chat?
Is it possible to me? Can I go ahead?
Mr. Abdul, you're having internet connection issues and we're having a hard time hearing you. Can you ask your question on the chat?
You can write your question, then we will read it, please.
Hello.
Miss.
Okay.
Mr.
No
okay.
problem.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Mr. Mujibu.
Also on the chat, Mr. Evans has put his Gmail as well as phone number, also his Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook handles as well. So if there's any question after as well, or test purchases, they can be done through him as well. Oh, my email address, sure. I will put my email address in the chat for everyone. Okay, let's go ahead and send it to everyone. Okay, my email address is ifernandez@iteponline.com.
Okay, no other question?
No.
Yes, Mr. Kadir, yes.
My hand is okay, so.
Oh, you're mute again, you're mute, you went mute. There you go.
Okay, thanks. My question is not that to you, Isabella, but better Kojo, so, and US Embassy in Benin. So, you know, nowadays English is very important. You don't have any doubt about it, but before attending the exam, you need to have a basic level in English. So I don't know if Kojo and the US Embassy in Benin can do something, maybe organize some webinars have something that can help us to have at least a basic level. Even if I want to pass or attend a maybe ITEP exam, if I don't have a basic level, that will be difficult to attend it. So I don't know if the US Embassy in Benin can do something about that. Maybe, as I was saying, organize something on Zoom, on Facebook. So I think that can be very useful for us in order to move forward regarding our journey in English.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kader. We have a lot of resources that we put on the U.S. Embassy's website, as well as the Facebook page. So I will ask you to, visit our website, and you see a lot of resources that we put there. And also, we be having presentations regularly, as the one we are having today. In the near future, we'll be having many other presentations that you can follow through Zoom, Facebook, even YouTube. You can follow us. Okay.
Mr. Vito, also there's a question for you in the chat. One last question.
I would like to know, can provide us with the list of universities that accept waiver for students who got their master or bachelor degree in Ghana, Nigeria, or Kenya, etc. Okay, we work with that. We work on that, no problem. What I'll do is that I'll give my email address right now. I'll put it in the chat, and then you can send me an email and we work with that, okay?
Evans, would you like to add anything?
Okay, I would like to thank all the participants. Isabella, you talked about ITEP exams, but there is an exam which people will be very interested in Benin. That is ITEP conversation. As ITEP conversation is just a 30 minutes test, and it assesses the speaking and the listening. Parts English, but some people are not much interested in the reading and the writing part. So I would encourage them, those who do not necessarily want to get an admission in a US university, they can take ITEP conversation just to check the level, to prove the knowledge in English. Something else is I would like to tell them about our role as ITEP representative. At ITEP Africa, we are for the test of it. Yes?
Your internet connection is having an issue. Sometimes we don't hear you very well. So if you can take it again, that would be very fine.
Okay, let me take it again then. I started with ITEP conversation. We talked about.
We heard that.
Okay, okay. So maybe starting from ITEP West Africa role. Mr. Vito, can you hear me?
No, sorry, we can't.
Our role as ITEP representative in West Africa is to distribute the ITEP test. So people who are interested in taking ITEP exams, they have the possibility to make the payment in our institution. I will just send again our contacts, our email address, phone number, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages, and where they can find. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Is it okay now?
Yeah, you can go continue.
Okay. Our role as the ITEP representative, we are a distributor of ITEP exams. So people who are interested in purchasing the test, they have the possibility to contact us. I sent
You sent continue?
Can I continue?
Yeah,
Yes.
continue. You sent.
Vince, we lost you again.
Vince, you can continue.
Okay. Our role as ITEP representative.
No, please just take it from you've sent.
I sent our contacts, phone number, email address, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Also, I will let you know about where we are located in Cotonou. ITEP West Africa is located in Cotonou, Benin, more precisely in Sebaya. So you have a possibility to make the payment at ITEP West Africa. If you need more information, we can be of help. I don't know if there are language schools who are participating right now. Otherwise, I would like to let you know about something that we decided with ITEP West Africa through a special program that which has been initiated by the President Perry Atkins, the PI 500. So through this program, we decided to lower the prices of ITEP exams. So from now till July, you have a possibility to purchase ITEP exams at $100 instead of $129.
Great.
Oh, great. I think we are getting closer to our time. We still have 3 minutes. We'll give the floor to Mr. Mr. Mujibu. Mr. Mujibu, you have a question? Quick question?
No.
Okay.
You have said what I want.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question from Ezekiel Billy. He says,
Yeah.
Are there any additional fees that need to be paid besides the exam fee? No. That's it. There's no hidden fees. There's nothing like that. There's no additional fees. It's just a flat rate. And once you pay it, that's it. You're good to go. Again, Events put in all the contact information in the chat that he has and exactly where they're located, because I got some questions on where they're located. You're welcome, Ezekiel. Thank you. And thank you to everyone too. I really enjoyed all your questions and I really enjoyed presenting to everybody. And also a big thank you to Mr. Vito. Like I said, we've been in constant communication since last year, and I'm really glad we made it happen. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure. So I would like to inform everyone that this presentation is recorded. So we may see the means to send to people who will need to watch it again. And once again, thank you very much to everyone. Thank you to Isabella for this presentation. It was short, but very deep. I hope this enlightened the knowledge of many of us about ITEP. Thank you very much. If there is no other question, I think we can say bye-bye and see you the next time. We'll be having other presentations and I'll be sending you the links. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.